Hey guys, welcome back to Play Candy. So today I've got some news for you. I have started a new channel called A Million Makes. I'm going to put the link in the description of this video below so that you can find it. And this channel, it might be directed at my slightly older viewers or maybe even mums and dads who are interested in things like arts and crafts. I'm going to be doing resin painting and silver making and all sorts of arty crafts. But I posted up this video which is making a one-of-a-kind Barbie style doll, and it's the first one of these that I have made, and there is a longer version of this video over on that channel if you wanted to watch it. But do you know what, I really like the video, so I thought I would pop it up here on Play Candy as well, because I'm sure some of my younger viewers would like to see it as well. So there are a lot of channels that make these one-of-a-kind dolls, and they are amazing, guys. If you check them out, you will just be completely stunned at some of the beautiful work. And I've watched a lot of tutorials on how to do things like making this hair wig, for instance. I made this hair wig out of acrylic wool, and I will also put the link in the description below of the tutorials that I watched, because they are just really interesting to watch. And also the face paint ups and things like that, you know, all of the materials that I used. I learnt a lot of it online on YouTube. So I made some clothes for this doll. I put some ribbon shoes on and made her a skirt and top, but I really didn't like them, so actually I ended up pulling all of them off, you will see in a minute. And I ended up making clay clothing. So I thought that I would make these dolls in the style of flowers, because I love flowers, and I thought I could do all sorts of different colours as well, so each doll can have a different flower theme and a different colour theme. So this one obviously very quickly became my purple flower theme. Now, I've said it's lavender, but actually these flowers aren't lavenders at all. They are just pretty purple flowers. So what I have done is I've sprayed the legs with something called Mr. Super Clear, and what that does is it sets a base coat for the doll for you to draw onto, and then you spray it again to set the colours so that they don't all wash off and rub off. So I put the flower tattoos up her legs like so. But then I removed the skirt that I had sewn. I'm not very good at sewing, so I thought I would make some clay clothing because I love working with clay. So I've put a base skirt on underneath just so that I can attach my flower petals onto, and then I've made some clay petals in the following way, and I'm going to stick them onto the base skirt. And then I'm going to paint them up. If you want to see the longer version, like I say, the link will be in the description below on my other channel, because I went a little bit more in depth with how I was making things. But I'm using some acrylic inks here, some purple and some white, and I'm just mixing up some different colours, making it darker, making it lighter, and then I'm just going to blend and drop the colours together to make some pretty petally effects. Now once all of my petals are dried, I have used my art resin, and this is like a very clear gloss. It dries very clear, very hard, and what it will do is it will strengthen the clay petals so that they don't all snap and break, and it will bring out the colours in the inks so beautifully, and it will also make them beautifully and shiny. And I'm also using this gold metal pigment powder, which just looks awesome. And just so that you guys know, because this is the resin and the metal pigments can be sort of harmful to the lungs and to the skin, I have got a respirator on that filters out all fumes, and also because I don't want to be breathing in this metal dust. So I am using full protective gear, and I've got my gloves on as well, because resin is not good for the skin. Okay guys, here it is. It's all dried. Look how shiny and pretty those petals look. So I'm going to get started now on her top. So I'm going to remove that little felt top that I made. I'm going to snip that off. And then I'm going to roll out a little clay sort of bandana top to stick on her top half so that I can attach the little petals again. here we go. I'm going to start sticking on the little flower petals to her top half. And I'm going to just do that all the way around. I've made them a bit longer at the back to cover up the writing that was on the back. You can see my little fingers is playing in the background as well. I've also made some little sandals with some little flowers on top. And here we are. This is the progress so far. I love those shiny petals. Okay, so now I'm going to make some more little flowers by rolling the clay, and I'm going to use these as hair ornaments just to decorate her hairstyle a little bit. And I'll paint them up in purple and give them a resin coating once I'm done with them as well. Sticking a little beading pin through there so that I can attach it into her hair later. And now that her top is dry, I'm going to start painting that just the same way that I did the skirt. Okay guys, now I am going to paint the soles of her sandals in gold, and I'm going to do the straps in this lovely green, which will look a bit viney. And then I'm going to paint up my flowers in purple for the hair and also for the sandals. And once all of that is done, I'm going to resin them to protect them. A little bit of gold for the center because it looks pretty. And now here we have the resin. And then we'll leave those to dry out. And I will start coating her top half. Make sure that you don't put too much resin on these because it does pull and it will drip. And when it drips, it makes a big mess. So just enough to coat it. And then we'll put our little droplets of metal powder on. We have it. Okay guys, I have put her shoes together. I have resined and stuck the flowers onto her sandals. I'm going to leave her to dry, and I have some of these flowers left over from some flowers I was drying out, so I'm going to resin them and see if they can create a little posy for her to hold on to. Okay guys, everything is dry now, so I'm going to just clean up these little bits of clay that have dried on, and then I'm going to put the doll back together again. There we are. Head to go back on. This head was so solid. It was so difficult to get the hair out. Okay, there she is. Let's hot glue a little dob in there, and then we'll stick her wig on. There we are. She's coming together nicely now. Looking good. Okay guys, I'm going to just brush her hair out, and then I'm going to tie one more little weft of purple yarn around that loom band just to cover that up, and then I'm going to use another little dab of hot glue to stick her hair ornament in. There we are, that's nicely in place. And now I'm going to put her other flower just through the front here, but I won't glue that in just in case we want to take it out. I'll just bend the pin round her head, and there we have it. Okay, let's have a look at how our flowers came out. I'm quite pleased with them. You see the way the resin has dripped on the end? They look like little water droplets. So I'm going to just stick that in her hand, and she can hold on to those. And our doll is all complete. Okay guys, so that's the end of the tutorial. Like I say, if you want to see the longer version, check out my other channel. I will be sticking lots of other crafty, arty things on that channel. But let me know in the comments down below what you think of this doll, if you like her, if you've got any other ideas for other dolls that you think would be good for me to try out. I'd really like to hear what you think. And I will just leave you with a few still pictures of the completed doll. Oh, and you could also give me some ideas of what you think I should name her. That would be a good thing to know. Because as yet, I haven't given her a name. Okay guys, that's about all I got time for today. If you enjoyed it, please hit the thumbs up. Let me know in the comments below all the things that you think about this doll and any name suggestions. If you enjoyed it, please hit the subscribe button, and I will see you all really soon. Lots of love, guys. Bye bye.